What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. I'm a mother as well as a makeup lover, of course. So for today's video, she's natural. Who is she? Kind of. The devil's in the detail, baby. So I'm really excited for today's video because I'm going to be doing I asked on my Instagram people to ask me some questions, kind of like I wanted to do a Q&A, like get to know me. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that when I do my face makeup. I will be doing the tutorial for my eyes because I'm going to be doing this look right here because just look at it. It's so beautiful. So yeah, so I'm going to do a tutorial on my eye look. And then we'll do the Q&A while I do my face makeup. I'll also be telling you guys the products that I'm using, and then you can see me apply them. I think that everything came out so good. So if you're curious to see how I achieved this gorgeous makeup look, then please do keep on watching. We're going to ignore the hair rollers. They're kind of looking crazy. I feel like I look crazy. So today's look I feel like is going to be super simple, so we are going to be doing our full face. So let's jump right on in. I'm going to be taking the Vanity Makeup Signature Palette. She looks like this. Now this palette is expensive, but it's beautiful. It is. It's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm going for graphic liner like you guys have seen already in the intro. So I'm actually just going to take a fluffy brush. This is the Doll Beauty DB5 brush. And I'm just going to take the brown shade right here. And I'm just going to lay this down. All over. So literally just like that. Okay, so I'm going to take the NYX Professional Matte Liquid Liner. Now that I got both my wings on, actually they're pretty symmetrical. I'm actually pretty proud of that. So now I'm going to take the Camo Cosmetics liquid eyeshadow in the shade Stardust, and I'm going to do little like stars and then like a little moon right here. I think I'm going to need a smaller brush though. Ooh. Stay tuned for the ending of the video when I do an up close, because then you can really see the detail. I'm really excited about that. Okay. Now let me match this side up. So I want to do a little Q&A while we do my face makeup. So I actually asked on Instagram for you guys to ask me some questions, anything that you might want to know about me. And I had a few responses, so, yeah. So, first things first, I have already primed my face. So I'm going to be taking the Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation today, and I'm going to be taking it on this e.l.f. Buffing Foundation Brush. The first question is, what is my favorite color? I think that question shouldn't be hard, but I have like a few top favorite colors. I would say my number 1 favorite color is maroon, number 2, coral, and number 3, which is going to really throw you guys for a loop, brown. Very specific shades of brown I really enjoy. The next question is, why did I start doing makeup on social media? So, a little story time for that one. So, how do I explain this? So, when I was in high school, I had absolutely no idea what I was going to do. I'm going to take the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Actually, I'm going to take the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer first. So when I was in high school, I actually had no idea what I wanted to do for a living. I didn't really have any interest in going to college or anything like that. So after I graduated, I was just kind of working and dating. So actually, when me and my husband got together, I didn't really wear a lot of makeup in high school. Literally just I'd fill in my brows, some mascara, maybe some blush. Like, that's literally all I wore in high school. Like, I really did not wear makeup at all. So when me and my husband got together, I don't know, one day I just got ready with a full face of makeup, and I felt so beautiful and like smooth and like, So, my sister's actually the one who got me into like makeup. She showed me a YouTube tutorial. So what I did was I actually seen Jacqueline's, what's it called? Her, smoky cat eye tutorial. That was actually the first tutorial that I ever watched on YouTube. And, ever since then, I've just been, like, hooked on makeup. So, I started, like, getting into makeup. Like, I didn't really, like, have any plans to make, like, a career out of it or anything like that. I just really had a good time, like, playing with makeup, colors, and all that stuff. And then, obviously, me and my husband didn't have a lot of money. We had our first son, then we had our second son. And then, actually, when we moved into the place that we're in now, I started doing Facebook Lives. That did not last because my kids are rowdy as fuck, as you guys well know. So, the Facebook Lives didn't last long. So I really wanted to put those tutorials into something else because I had, some people, friends and family who were like, wow, like, your makeup is so cool. Like, how'd you do that? Though, they were very sweet because my makeup was not that good. So I actually started doing mini little tutorials on Instagram, and, they were terrible, but they are still posted on my Instagram if you do want to check them out. They're terrible. They're terrible, terrible, terrible. Like, obviously, I still, like, am learning every day, so that was, like, literally me learning. And then I used to always tell my dad that I really wanted to start on YouTube and do, like, talk-through tutorials because they were just quick little small mini, tutorials on Instagram. And my dad always told me that I should do it and that we were going to make so much money because he was going to be like, basically like my manager. And so my dad basically was like my biggest supporter when it came to me starting to do social media and stuff like that. And then that's going to actually round us about to question number 2 is, what does my username stand for? 381 Makeup. What does that mean? So my dad used to write me letters a lot. Because my dad was a little jailbird, okay? No judgment on my channel, but my dad was a little jailbird. And so when he would write me letters, he would always sign them off with, yes, baby. My dad would always sign my letters off with 381, love, Dad. So now what that means, 3 words, 8 letters, 1 meaning. I love you. So, I was like, what should I make like my social media channel name and stuff like that. So it has a lot of sentimental value. My dad really believed in me and he really wanted me to start my YouTube channel. And so that is why I did it. 381 makeup. So I love you makeup. I thought that was also like really cute. Also, just, you know, it means a lot to me. So yeah, that was kind of a really long explanation. I'm going to take this Peach LA Girl Pro Conceal to color correct under my eyes before I do concealer. Okay, so now I'm going to take the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fairest for my nose contour. And then I'll take the e.l.f. concealer to conceal the rest of my face. Next question. If you could collab with any brand, which would you choose? I feel like that one's pretty easy because there's only one brand that I would really ever want to create anything with. And that would be Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I would really like to make an eyeshadow palette with them because their formula is like... It's so good. It's so good. I don't understand how it's so good and so like inexpensive. And I think that's one of the things that I really appreciate about Blend Bunny is that she doesn't like overcharge. You know what I mean? Like I think that they're very like reasonably priced for what they are. So yeah, so if I could create any if I could collab with any brand, it would definitely be Blend Bunny Cosmetics and I would create an eyeshadow palette with them. For sure. Next question is, how long have you and your husband been together? Me and my husband have been together in this June. It'll be 7 years that we've been together, but we've actually, our dads were best friends like since they were young. So technically me and my husband have known each other like since we were kids. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Jaclyn Cosmetics Cream to Powder Blush Stick in the shade Overruled. My kid got into it. Look at it. He, like, took the lid off and was trying to put it back on. And so I just kind of jammed it back. Just jammed it back together, you know. Next question is, where do you find inspiration for your makeup? So a lot of my inspiration I get from social media, of course. So I get, like, I follow a bunch of people on Instagram, like a bunch of makeup artists and just like pro makeup artists and just creative people in general. I even follow a couple of like art pages that I feel like could be, you know, inspiring with the right mindset. And then, yeah, just like the people that I follow, if I see something that I really like, I'll recreate it, or that will also inspire me to kind of put my own spin on it. You know, just like that. But also sometimes I could be inspired just like if I'm driving down the street, in my car and I see some like graffiti on the wall, or I see like some flowers that are like really prettily colored. That also can lead to like inspiration for me personally. My brother is like an artist, like, I want to say graffiti artist, but that's not right because he doesn't really do like graffiti too much anymore. He does write on like legal walls, but he likes to do like custom design shirts and stuff like that. So I don't know what that's called. My brother's like a graphic designer, I guess, I don't know. He's an artist. So some of my inspiration comes from like his stuff that he does too, like his artwork that he does. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to take this, what is this? The Ciate London Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder. And I'm going to make sure that there's no creasing. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Jaclyn Cosmetics Rouge Romance. This is the Rouge Affair Blush Palette. Ooh. Ooh. My kid got into it. Look at that. Little nail nicks in all my pants. Ooh, I'm going to kick my husband and my kid's ass. I'm going to take a little bit of this shade right here, which is called Living Lush, and then I'll take a little bit of the shade Admirer, just kind of, I like to do 2 tones whenever I do my blush. One real deep here, and then a like light flush back up here. So, those are really all of the questions that I got asked. Not too many people responded. And then a couple of people, they were repeat questions. So yeah, it's my little story time, I guess. I'm going to take this Complexion Culture Good Lighting Highlighter Duo. This is the shade Lucid and Afterglow. I think I'm just going to take a little bit of both of these on my cheeks today. So yeah, I think that was really fun. I had a lot of fun with that one. I hope I didn't bore you guys to death with that little Q&A. I know a lot of people are interested in me as a person. Other people are not. So, yeah, I hope that kind of quelled some of your curiosity. Is that even right? Fuck, I'm so stupid. I'm just going to shut up now, okay? We're just going to stop talking because apparently I'm stupid. I did graduate high school, but I don't know how. So I'm going to take this LA Color Gel Eyeliner. I'm going to put this in my waterline. And then I'm going to take, out of the eyeshadow palette, I'm going to take this diamondy shade here. I'm just going to take it on my pinky. Ooh. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that same brownie shade. So I'm just going to take some more of that brown shade and just dust it right under my eye. Now I'm going to take the Baby by Mitchell Graph Ink Liner, and I'm going to do my little inner corner, little doot-doot. Okay, so I'm going to take these Ioni lashes in the style Wispy Flare Spiky, which look like this. Okay, so here is the completed look. I'm actually really happy with how my hair came out in those curlers. I feel like, though, some of the curls are contradicting, so it's kind of having a hard time just kind of naturally flowing. But other than that, I think the volume, my lip combo, it's a vibe. This is the Nabi Lip Pencil in Cappuccino. And then the Kaleidos, what is this? The Cloud Lip Clay in the shade Adobe. This formula is so comfortable. Like, oh, I wanna purchase like pretty much the whole collection, like of their like clay lipsticks. But the thing is that it is like, it's not a US brand, so shipping is quite expensive. So I've been waiting for a good excuse to shop their website again because I'm going to purchase more of their lipsticks. But if you guys haven't tried Kaleidos' lip clays, you totally should. They're such a good formula, and they're very like, they're transfer proof. This one won't be because I actually put this Peaches and Cream lip gloss over the top of it. So if I were to, you know, it's gonna transfer because I glossed it up. But on its own, it is so super comfortable for a matte lipstick. I 100% would recommend the Kaleidos lip formula. Even if you're in the US, pay that extra for the shipping. Like, it's totally worth it. I also did buy their full like Space Age set, and that was actually my excuse to pick up one of the lipsticks because I wanted the highlighters, and then so I picked up this as well. So yeah, waiting for an excuse to shop their website again so I could purchase more of those. But yeah, so that's my lip combo. The hair, the volume, girl, I feel like that bitch, you know what I mean? When my hair is just so like voluptuous, I'm just like, oh yeah. Other than that, stay tuned to the end so you can see an up close of my, like, the detail in my eye makeup. But I think that everything came out really, really beautiful. Yeah. Also, my husband's birthday is tomorrow, so I was kind of like practicing a look that I should do, you know, to wear for him. Gotta look real fine for my mans, you know what I mean? So yes, this is definitely a vibe. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me and if you like my content. And without further ado, we're gonna go right on ahead. Roll the clip.